You know him from his gutsy roles in classics like The French Connection, Unforgiven, and Hoosiers. But whatever happened to legend Gene Hackman? At age 93, he's Hollywood's most fascinating enigma. Strap in for the wild ride of Hackman's life. In this video, we'll trace Hackman's bad boy journey from a high school dropout who lied to join the Marines to one of the greatest actors in Hollywood history with 2 Oscars to his name. We'll also look at why Hackman abruptly retired from a stellar 50-year career and reveal what outrageous antics he's been up to since turning his back on showbiz. More than just a renowned actor, Hackman lived an extraordinary life. His fiery spirit and disdain for pretense fueled raw, authentic performances that resonated with audiences. Understanding where Hackman came from both on and off screen provides rare insight into the rebel genius who reinvented acting and left on his own terms. The credits roll on Gene Hackman's brilliant career, but are you ready for the icon's true off-screen story? A rebel's journey of risk and reinvention, flawed, unfiltered, and all too human. Born in 1930 in California, young Gene gazed up at the silver screen, marveling at Hollywood legends like the swishbuckling Errol Flynn. He dreamed of following in their footsteps, but life had other plans. Trouble at home led to Gene dropping out of school at 16. Desperate for a fresh start, he did what many young men did in the post-war years. He lied about his age to join the United States Marines. Those 4 tough years shaped Gene into a man. When he finally arrived in New York to pursue acting, he was no starry-eyed kid. Gene struggled like everyone else, even working as a doorman between auditions. He persevered until that breakthrough moment, being accepted into the prestigious Actors Studio. Now Gene poured everything into his craft. He paid his dues on stage and screen, waiting for the role that would change his life. Hackman spent years performing in plays, TV shows, and small films. His breakthrough came when he landed the lead in the 1971 classic, The French Connection. Fact hit 1. Hackman performed many of his own stunts in the film's iconic car chase scene. Audiences watched breathlessly as Hackman's Popeye Doyle chased a hitman beneath an elevated train in one of the most iconic movie scenes of all time. This gritty cop felt thrillingly real. After so many years, Gene had finally made it, but he never forgot where he came from. That Marine-forged steel lived on in Hackman's work, earning him respect few actors achieve. For Gene, the struggle made the success sweeter. Gene continued earning acclaim in thrillers like The Poseidon Adventure and Superman.
No. It's history. It's happening, Superman. Mitch Teschmacher!
But he was no flashy leading man. Gene gravitated to complex, conflicted characters. In 1992, his searing performance as sadistic Sheriff Little Bill in Unforgiven won Gene his 2nd Academy Award. Now firmly established as a Hollywood great, Gene fearlessly reinvented his on-screen persona. Sending up his tough guy image, he revealed unexpected comedic brilliance in The Birdcage. He quickly became one of the era's most sought-after talents, appearing in classics like The Poseidon Adventure, Superman, and Hoosiers. Rather than chase leading man roles, Hackman gravitated towards complex characters. In 1992, he won his first Oscar for playing sadistic Sheriff Little Bill in Unforgiven. Fact hit 2. Gene has called his terrifying portrayal of Little Bill, a sheriff who ruthlessly punishes anyone who defies his personal code of justice, his favorite role of his entire career. Never afraid to send up his tough guy image, Hackman revealed his comedic chops in movies like The Birdcage. As he entered his 70s, the legendary actor just kept taking on bold new roles in films like The Enemy of the State and The Royal Tenenbaums. After over 50 years of brilliant work, Gene decided to leave show business on his own terms. In 2004, at age 74, he announced his retirement. Hollywood tried luring him back with prestigious roles, but Gene was finished. He simply woke up one day and knew his acting days were over. Gene happily traded fame for a low-key life as a painter and novelist in New Mexico. Protective of his privacy, he guards his family life, but that fiery spirit remains undimmed. Stay tuned, because this Hollywood rebel's most outrageous act may be yet to come. So, why did this Hollywood great suddenly retire in 2004 after the little-seen comedy Welcome to Mooseport? In 2004, at age 74, Gene shocked fans by announcing his retirement after a remarkable 50-plus year acting career. He He felt ready to leave Hollywood behind and open a new chapter. Having proven everything he set out to achieve, Gene settled contently in New Mexico. Now, he could focus on painting and writing novels, two pastimes he'd always enjoyed. Hungry young actors could chase the spotlight. Gene was happy passing the torch with nothing left to prove. Though he briefly narrated 2 Marine documentaries, he admitted he didn't miss the cameras. For Gene, acting had always been about fully inhabiting a character, not fame. He didn't miss Hollywood's nonsense, just the joy of losing himself in a great role. He decided to retire while still in his prime. This way, fans were left with powerful memories of his most iconic performances. Gene had no interest in chasing grandfatherly roles just to stay relevant. Promoting his novels, the famously candid actor explained he cherished the creative process, not his celebrity status. He compared acting to the discipline and meaning he found as a troubled teen in the Marines. Now in his 90s, Gene closely guards his privacy. Having grown up in the public eye, he prioritizes time with family away from the limelight. But don't mistake his quiet life for fading passion. As an actor and director, Gene forever changed Hollywood on his own terms. That fiery spirit remains undimmed, just channeled into new creative pursuits. For this veteran legend, retirement was all about writing the next chapter by his rules. Fact Hit 3, a YouTube video from 2012, shows the 82-year-old screen legend get into a chaotic brawl after a minor car accident, violently punching the man who threatened him in a profanity-laced argument. At 93 years old, Gene Hackman lives an intensely private life focused on writing. He shuns the spotlight his acting career brought, but Gene's outstanding body of work forever cemented his status as a Hollywood great. Beyond the awards and box office draw, his compelling portrayals stand the test of time thanks to a rare honesty and depth. Gene was never just an actor. He brought life experience to every role, full of nuance and contradictions. His early struggles provided insight he drew upon. As a troubled teenager, the structure of the Marines gave Gene purpose. The discipline carried over as he honed his craft through years of rejection. He held fast until he got a big break at 41. Even at the height of fame, Gene stayed grounded. His natural gravitas and subtle acting avoided showy leading man cliches. He favored complex characters full of internal conflicts, not unlike his younger self. Now channeling that spirit into writing, Gene revisits the landscapes, moral ambiguities, and genres that inspired his most iconic on-screen work, taut thrillers and gritty, psychologically rich westerns. While Gene guards his privacy in his 90s, his enduring body of work remains. By boldly forging his own path, this consummate actor and director pushed the boundaries of cinema itself. Gene Hackman redefined what it meant to be a Hollywood star in his own terms. Behind those legendary tough guy roles lays an insightful craftsman always seeking honesty in his art. Few artists ever retire so decisively at the peak of fame, but Gene played by nobody's rules but his own. For him, retirement was simply the epilogue to an extraordinary life. The struggling Marine turned Oscar legend lives on through his films. They remain a testament to the power of sheer force of will to overcome life's obstacles and realize one's dreams. Gene Hackman's life plays out like a great American epic. The troubled teen who finds purpose as a United States Marine. The struggling actor waited years for his big break. The Oscar-winning talent who reinvented stardom on his own terms. Gene poured raw honesty into unforgettable roles, then left Hollywood forever to write the next chapter in peace. Understanding where this legend came from makes his searing performances all the more powerful. Gene Hackman always stayed true to himself. He represents integrity and authenticity few achieve. In the end, he reminds us that the most interesting life stories are always unpredictable.